Happy Chinese New Year and welcome back to Juillet Magique. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 writing techniques that I learned from reading over 100 The Economist articles. Let's get started. And before we start, here is a special offer from The Economist. From today onward to February the 24th, 2021, instead of paying 1,288 yuan, now you only need to pay 688 yuan to get its annual subscriptions with the following benefits. First, you get to read all its quality articles on The Economist application and its website. Secondly, you have immersive listening experience thanks to its audio version and its podcasts. Thirdly, you get the newsletter and the digital archive, which means you could access all content since 1997. That's a lot. You can also join webinars and conferences, as well as other subscribers' events. Lastly, you get its flagship franchises, the World In and 1843 magazine. Also, you will be able to preview and review all of the articles that I'm going to analyze from The Economist this year. You might have seen my 100-day The Economist challenge. All the articles that I have reviewed are available on The Economist. I remember when I first started my challenge, I paid much more than 688 to get my annual subscription. So I highly recommend you to grasp this opportunity and take this offer, which is worth 600 yuan. This offer is also New Year limited because the price will jump back to normal on February the 25th. 6 and 8 are both lucky numbers in China, so if you want to start your lucky 2021 with this amazing journal, come and subscribe by scanning this QR code or clicking the link in the description box. Right, now let's move on to the 3 writing techniques that I learned from reading The Economist. For your convenience, all example sentences come from Getting Girlhood Right. You can click the link in the description box to jump to my previous review. Number 1. Keep it short. Be concise. Now you can try to express the following sentence in English. You can pause it here. So some of you may come up with a version like this. But instead of using 54 words, The Economist used 27 words by saying, 50 years ago, only 49% of primary school-age girls in lower middle-income countries were in school, compared with 71% of boys. Today, the share of both is about 90%. So what do we learn? You could look for unnecessary use of there and be. Secondly, try to put the subject closer to the beginning of the sentence to inform readers of the key subject. Also, try and leave out repetitive descriptions, just like the underlined parts. Number 2, use accurate words. Accuracy requires a huge pool of vocabulary. This might be very helpful for those who are preparing for IELTS exams and other academic writing exams. Recently, when I helped my friend with her IELTS writing, I asked her to always choose the most suitable word for her context. And now she's got 7.5 in writing instead of 6 2 months ago. Now please try and express the following sentence in English. Instead of saying, when societies handle girlhood well, it has very surprising and shocking indirect effects. The Economist writes, when societies handle girlhood well, the knock-on effects are astounding. Astounding, one word, means very surprising or very shocking. And the phrase knock-on effect is more advanced than saying indirect effect. Therefore, this is what you can do. So you can give up words such as very, a lot. So instead, use accurate words. For example, when you can use astounding, don't use very surprising. If you can use drizzle, don't use it rains a little bit. If you could say enormous, don't use very big. You can also learn more fixed phrases, for example, knock-on effect instead of indirect effect. Number 3, avoid abstract nominalization. Please try and express the following sentence in English. So instead of saying, the pandemic might cause trouble or reversion for progress achieved by poor countries in girl development, The Economist writes, So here's what you can do. Look for abstract words and think about what you truly want to express and use plain and clear verbs to replace them. This reminds me of my simultaneous interpreting teacher back in uni. Whenever my classmates used vague words, he would say, "Speak like a normal human being." I always believe that language learning is the combination of input and output. When it comes to writing in English, you need to expose yourself to abundant quality articles to support your writing. Speaking of quality articles, I strongly recommend The Economist. I look forward to learning and improving with you. Right, so that's for the day and for the year 2020. Don't forget to scan the QR code or click the link in the description box to subscribe. I'll see you next year. Bye! Happy Chinese New Year!